So Om Shanti, and a very warm welcome to all our viewers, whether it's your good morning, your good afternoon, or your good evening. So today's topic is time for Tapasya. And we have with us our wonderful Didi, Sudesh Didi, who we all know. Sudesh Ben has been with Baba since the late 1950s and has served not only in India, in the northern part of India mainly, but also in all countries overseas, especially the countries that are watching us today on the eastern side, in Asia, Australia. We all know her so well. She is known as Gyan Bulbul, which means the nightingale of knowledge, by our beloved Baba. So we welcome Sudesh Ben today.
Thank you.
Since the topic was the time for Tapasya, so I thought we could break it up into both those words, time and Tapasya. And the first question I thought of asking Sister Sudesh, feel free to send your questions as well as we progress. But the first question was actually, would you describe what is Tapasya? You know, recently Baba has sent a few Bog messages through Vedanti Ben, through others, about what we should be doing. And he keeps repeating this word, Tapasya, Tapasya. What is Tapasya?
See, we have been practicing meditation, and people are now have become very fond of meditation. Meditation is actually the art of positive thinking, to learn to make the mind cool and calm, or can direct the thought pattern using some images of the sunrise, positive images, beautiful images, cool ocean, lakes, garden, flowers. It's connected with some creativity. It's not that you have to control the mind. Generally, some people used to think that meditation means control the mind. But in fact, meditation is the awareness of the positive energy of the mind, and not only just becoming aware, but feel it, experience it, so that it becomes, the result is that you are not just the picture, the sunrise, but you are that golden vibrations of the sunrise. You are fragrant flower, spiritual rose in this unlimited God's garden. You are gentle energy, but very powerful energy. So it was actually more focus on the thoughts, feelings.
Like mindfulness?
That's right.
Mindfulness, meditation.
Yes. Yeah, but it is mindfulness. In fact, it is understanding your own mind, training your mind, playing, making mind your friend. And so it's a fullness with the positivity. And if I'm thinking mindfulness, then you have to think of making mind empty. But it is just the original state of the mind is pure and peaceful. And so to be connected with your original inner strength of the mind. And as it is mentioned in the Gita, be mine with your mind. Turn your minds to me. Connect your thoughts with me. Communicate with me and experience the positive energy which God has, you yourself, because you are a child of God. And so it was the fullness and naturally making it empty, not with force, not with control, because the mind, the soul, in reality, it is the soul is thinking, using the mind.
So this is meditation and mindfulness.
Yeah.
Now Tapasya?
Now actually meditation and mindfulness, mindfulness is that we use it full with positive energy.
Yeah.
But in fact, in between is yoga.
Okay.
Before Tapasya. The another level is when your mind is positive, pure and powerful. It has the gravity when you are body conscious, when you are aware of the physical world, it's gravity towards the earth. And when it is positive, powerful, it's uplifting. It becomes really, as the energy is light, it is filled with the light. And when I am negative, I am attracted, or gravity comes to people, situations, problems, objects, and then you have to find how to make it empty and make yourself full. But yoga is power within the soul, connecting with the Supreme Soul, with the generator, to regenerate your energy, to be what you have been thinking.
So this makes us different to the rest of the world. So there's meditation, then there's yoga, Raj Yoga.
Raj Yoga. It's you become sovereign. You become self-sovereign. And then it is not only you are just directing your mind, but in fact you are also connecting your intellect, the power to discriminate between right and wrong.
Okay.
And then that decision, because you are connected with the truth, you are connected with the highest energy, the wisdom of wise. So you don't get confused. You are not questioning why, what, where, how. It does not go into like queue of questions. It becomes just filling itself with knowledge, with peace, with love, with wisdom, with truth, with benevolence, acceptance, appreciation. So your heart and head, they are become so in harmony that it becomes an inner strength to control your sense organs without thinking of control.
So it becomes a natural sanskar.
Yes, with personality, that it is just like light, never fights with the darkness. Fragrance never fights with the bad smell. It just exists and transforms. And so yoga is the power of making your energy to bring positivity into action, not only thinking.
Okay.
In action yoga, it's not the physical exercise. Physical exercise you make so that you can also make your sense organs, your supples, your organs healthy. That is hatha yoga. Different types of yoga, breathing exercise, or many different types of yoga. But this yoga, which is connected with tapasya, is yoga with the Supreme Being, relationship with the Supreme Being.
So how do we take ourselves from yoga into tapasya? This is
when this energy of God, the Supreme, is you are connected with that. There's so much love, power filled in it. There is natural concentration. You don't have to force. It's a solitude being with so many people, doing all the jobs you are doing, and the energy is not wasted. So it becomes concentration, it becomes economy of your positive energy, that you don't have to fight, but you have to vibrate. And so tapasya means it becomes a real fire of love, of purification.
So could we say that in yoga still there could be some thoughts coming and going, and then finally you connect?
Right.
But tapasya is concentrated thought.
Yes.
Through this fire of love.
Belonging to one. And this is just like different steps. On the path of devotion, people used to do tapasya. Tapasya word is not a new word. This expression is coming from maybe nearly 2000 years. People go in the jungle, stay in the quiet place, and there they used to do tapasya, because there are many different kind of groups called sadhus. Do sadhana, they meditate and contemplate and jap mantras. Then there are rishis, those who live in the family, create an ashram in the quiet place or in a forest, and so you create harmony around you,
Yeah.
harmony between the animals in your cottage. In that way, this is, or there is a group making an ashram called Mandaleshwar, Mahamandaleshwar. But tapasya is renunciation of all mundane desires. You become detached from that. It's a natural detachment, and that people, because they did not have knowledge. So tapasya is the light of the truth, which becomes your own personality, which becomes purity of your own self.
So they could detach, but they couldn't connect
Yes,
with Baba. So the
that's
fire
right.
wasn't there.
That's right.
For Brahmins, we know how to have yoga with God, but maybe we are not so detached.
Now, actually, this is now we are yoga, but then when you are performing actions,
Yeah.
you can be absorbed so much in it, or you don't have a real right solution because intellect is not connected constantly,
Right.
and it's not clear and clean or engaged somewhere. So then you have to make effort again.
Wonderful,
So it
yeah.
is creating, using all the virtues and powers that you are receiving. You are building a belt like this. On the path of devotion, in ancient days, people go in the forest and they will burn the fire, a circle, create a circle of fire of the cow dungs or little bit small pieces of wood or some material, leaves or whatever. And this fire is burning around you in a circle. They'll sit on the floor so that the creatures, snakes, scorpions, insects, do not disturb you.
Ah, okay.
So they built it then an energy with fire. And they used to call this as tapasya.
So the physical fire protected me. I sat in the middle and nothing could attack me.
So they are not attracted, they don't have a fear that something can happen to their feet and to their limbs.
Yeah.
So, but in fact it is the tapasya is the internal power, aura of the pure energy. And so waste thoughts, weak thoughts, unnecessary thoughts, critical thoughts, correcting others, feeling of jealousy, hatred, competition. These are like scorpions and poisonous energy which can disturb you. But when you have this fire of love, and then you are having a sweet conversation, heart-to-heart conversation with the Supreme Being, connected with the highest one.
Yeah.
So you are building an aura of light around you.
This was that fire that you talked about.
That fire of love.
Yeah.
And one area is this, that you use your virtues and you appreciate. Wonderful that God, you have given me the knowledge of my own self and created self-respect in me, that I am your child and I'm worthy child. And you gave me the realization that it is not only that you are becoming worthy now, because I had been praying to God on the path of devotion, I'm unworthy, I'm downtrodden, I'm a lost child, and please forgive me. It was a very broken connection, and also inferiority complex, guilt was there. And here, with knowledge, he creates self-respect. And though this yoga brings joy inside, a belonging.
So going on to the next question, so we have tapasya, which has created this fire through our deep love for one, through the concentration, we keep all these thoughts away. But what's different about the tapasya now at this time as to the tapasya last year?
So now it is another level of tapasya. It's called going into a cave.
Yeah, Baba used this word, go into your home is now your cave.
A cave,
Don't think you're in solitude.
So it's a cave, it is just like outside is rock and outside is a building and outside is a strong energy, also matter, but you are alone inside. That's what people used to meditate, rishis or yogis used to meditate. And this was called the cave of cave. But now we are meditating in the cave of introspection. We are inspecting ourselves in this solitude. And now this present time of lockdown has created a natural cave for us. Environment is outside, is pulling, question, so many things, doubt, fear, insecurity, uncertainty, not being with the family and friends together, meeting always just from a distance, and even at home you have to be alone, little bit distance. And there is a fear of perhaps becoming distant with each other from the heart as well.
Yeah.
But in fact it is not. It's a time that you turn within and inspect yourselves. What power you are using to send this energy out, which is negative, fear, tension, worry, insecurity, and somewhere corruption has also started, misusing of the opportunity that different governments are giving, different really honest servers are offering. So then checking that, is it I am not influenced by that, but I'm sending the vibrations. And so inner inspection of vibrating using the energy of godly qualities that you have in you. And then automatically with this you are sitting at home, and now there is some kind of limitation is there. You are free and yet you are house arrest. But you are free. So the soul is free, but willingly you are now working on your own self to make yourself free from the past personalities. It's not the present fear, but it is the influence, impression, or attachment, or any kind of worry, guilt, which had gone deep in you. And here you see your mirror of your divinity. This is the state of introspection, and you play with your own good qualities, and it's economical, becoming, remembering one, giving power to everyone, and yet becoming so prosper inside, generous inside.
So what you're saying is that the tapasya of now is more a reflective process?
Yes.
Like looking within, being with yourself. Baba calls it the cave of introspection.
In fact, this situation is helping people to become economical.
It is, yes.
To become supportive, to open your heart and help each other. Support others, those who don't have any place to cook and eat, lost in the environment where they don't have any power, and giving them, it means the divine virtues are exercising with sympathy, with compassion, with love, with respect, with mercy. So positive energy is actually coming out by being introspective.
The more I connect within, I'm introspective within, it's helping me to be more of a donor on the outside. And help.
So in this way you begin to donate knowledge, virtues, peace, power, love, good wishes with the mind, and also express whatever you have, share with others. And in this way it is inspection that I am not now collecting the rubbish from outside. It's cleaning my head, my brain, my intellect, my heart, my feelings, my emotions, because this is a time people can become very emotional, and then old rubbish can erupt again.
Because we don't have distractions. We're stuck with ourselves.
So you needed to create in this cave, just like you are actually in this cave, in this area, is also, we are creating the coolness, a lake of good wishes, going into the ocean of love. So unlimited consciousness.
But Sudesh, if a Brahmin has to do so much introspection, and you're spending a lot of time in tapasya, could it not be quite confrontational. You know, it's difficult to look at all the
but
the
then
messy stuff.
because it is connection with the Supreme Being,
Yeah.
and it is self-respect, you remind all the blessings to yourself that Baba has given the title of self-respect. So another type of tapasya which has been very clearly depicted in our posters, our maps that we give people for study or we give course, there is one picture called Trimurati. And this Trimurti on the top is the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul, the benevolent being, totally unique, detached, and yet merciful, loveful, benevolent. And this Creator, God, energy, godly energy, is actually the energy for human being on this level to communicate with knowledge and communicate with yourself as well. And feel your self-respect of a new life, taking a new road of self-respect. Create the door of self-respect, vision, window, open your window and third eye of self-respect. You can begin to see the good feeling from others as well and feel the feelings of others. So in that way, though it is you are alone and yet to become connected, this uplifts you to the highest consciousness. And what is happening? Your own enemy becoming your own friend.
So you mean your vices are becoming
your vices are becoming your virtues. Greed becoming now you want to help others. Ego is making you realize that you hurt yourself and you are hurting others. This competition and comparison brought you not into a friendly relationship with each other. And what God is giving, so you begin to go on a higher level. It is just like a mirror. This stage is a mirror. Mirror makes you see where are the spots, where is dirt, where is light.
So the tapasya is helping me firstly burn, you know, all the rubbish, but it's also this conversion, transformation process that's
like
taking...
a mirror, mirror does not take that dirt on itself, but helps you to see. So you become a detached observer of your samskaras, an active actor of transformation for that.
So what you're saying is Baba, Brahma are giving us this time to reflect,
exactly,
to use the mirror, to change, etc. So what do you think Baba and time want us to become then?
This is what it is going to change, bringing shift in the whole world in matter, in mind. This is what is the tapasya that tapasvi used to go up on the mountain. All the pilgrimages of all the yogis of all religions, they go up on the mountain. And it is the highest consciousness, the connecting self with the Supreme Being and Supreme Soul. And to look at the picture of bhakti of Shankar, meditating, and here the snakes are around his neck. Poison is not biting, he is not being killed by the snakes, but in fact changing the snakes into friends. They are not biting, they are not creating fear. Means your own weaknesses change into your
best friends.
Inner transformation, determination, concentration, realization, and relationship with the Supreme Being. But on one side it's fire of love, and other side it's the Ganges. Ganges flowing from the head. Means coolness. Sense organs are becoming cool. So this is what it is. It's the fire of love is the cooling fire of all repentance, jealousy, hatred, competition within the self, and then sending the cool waves of pure positive vibrations to others. So it is just like invoking your angelic form, free from bondage, free from burden, and yet doing everything as it is natural benevolence for the self and for others. So this is...
So we have a question from Sri Lanka, from Colombo, and they're asking, how can you turn tapasya into the volcanic form?
Okay.
Or is the volcanic form into Tapasya, or how are they related?
Actually, for a long period of time, when it's called volcanic form,
Yes.
that it is not okay, suddenly I jump up on the mountain and then I'm meditating, tapasya.
Yeah.
Tapasya means renunciation. Tapasya means determination. And tapasya means purification.
Right.
For a long period of time, I have been working on myself and also seeing how positive energy is helping others. For just like volcano erupts, but inside for a long time it is burning. In the same way, for a long time, since I have become a yogi, the intensity is increasing.
Yep.
It's an intense meditation, longer time meditation, longer time of using the qualities in becoming the embodiment of that power. And this is why this is volcanic energy is volcano.
So keep having yoga, let it bubble, and then finally, the transformation is the volcano.
Exactly.
And how is that connected with tapasya then?
Because it's purification taking place. Tapasya purifies. It's the light which dispels the darkness inside and outside. And it is also elements, matter. Now you can see this, whatever it called lockdown, but then as Baba said, there will be a time that every home will become a Gita Pathshala or a center.
Which has happened.
All the things which were just a kind of a social gathering, few were honest meditator and honest temple. People will go and fulfill the responsibility to go for a few minutes and come back. Now all the religious gathering for others is finished, but in fact your own personal realization, relationship with the Supreme. You are sitting at home and you are making every home a center of coolness, every home flowing the Ganges of knowledge, every home becoming a garden of positive energy of flowers.
So hopefully every home will become a volcano very soon, no?
Yeah, because this leads to the success, at the top of success. Tapasya is actually the ladder of success. Just like a volcano is erupting for long time, what is inside, incognito cave of introspection. And this is just like achieving your angelic stage. And so this will actually vibrate in the atmosphere, because this becomes a natural spiritual science. With the power of silence, then it will make people feel from where this energy of love, energy of peace, energy of positive support is coming from. And this is just like the time now, like solar energy. You collect it.
Yeah.
And so it is a collection time, so that more, in fact, the critical time is still to come. This is only a rehearsal of one of the elements. But elements are helping elements. Big pollution had become so much. Now this upheaval in matter has created the energy so clean. Rivers are flowing with the clean. Animals are coming in the city.
Yeah, it feels like the cleansing of the earth has
Dolphins
started.
are coming on dancing on the seashore.
So do you think our cleansing of the mind and the fact that we are being almost forced into having more yoga, more tapasya, do you think that flow-on effect is affecting matter?
Yeah, of course. Because we are serving ourselves.
Yes.
We are serving matter because we have misused the elements in the name of business, pollution. Either it is shipping business, or it is air business, or it is road business. We have polluted, or in the name of farming, how we are treating this thing.
Sure.
So it is actually a detachment from the possessiveness or greed, and yet loving for the self, protecting self, supporting the world, family, unlimited family of the world, and also helping matter. It is making us one world. One world, one family, one God.
Definitely, coronavirus has affected everyone equally.
Yeah.
The rich, the poor, whatever continent, whatever.
Yeah.
So I have another interesting question. A brother called Akshit from Perth is asking, how can we detach while living in the family, the workplace, with friends? Because for many people, even though they're home, they're still working from home.
Yeah.
And here we have, Supreme Baba telling us, sit and have tapasya.
Yeah.
But you have children at home because they're not going to school. You have your family activities. How to detach then?
Actually, it is not, detachment is not to ignore. Detachment is when the situations are that certainly they need certain type of guidance, that if they need some engagement in something. So if we are always, had been not, this is very interesting to see. Parents have been out, go in the morning, when before the children got up, maid is looking after them, she's cooking and she's feeding them, and
in some cases,
and come back home, and children are sleeping. It was the foster parents, they are looking after them. And now it's one way to create that harmony and give that feeling of love, working together. But as they have to do their job work as well.
Exactly.
But still it is time together to share something positive, reading good stories, or watching something, not all the time corona, because this also creates tension. Watching something good, speaking something, playing something positive games. It's a time of creating energy, not detached, in a sense that it doesn't matter whatever happening, but more loving and detached from the emotional influence.
So be engaged with the family, be more loving, but then how do I create that, little bit of distance so that I'm not getting sucked in and I can still connect with Baba?
Because now we had become dependent on the means of comforts. We had become dependent on enjoyment and armies. Children would be happy, I take them for the special restaurant. My children will be happy, we go for there. Here, even creating this, let us create such kind of feeling that we are playing together. I have seen one of the WhatsApp, somebody sent it, the two neighbors together, a small wall, and here they are playing badminton with each other.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And it is creativity something. Okay, cannot go out, but okay, can share some nice stories, can read, one of the child can read to the other children.
So this engagement with the family, you're saying it's not a hindrance to detachment?
No, not at all. It's actually becoming more creativity, more together, is fun, is joy, and creates respect, trust in each other.
And then people who are living in a home like that, I guess they need to take time out to have their meditation practice as well. Because, before we could run to the center, or we could tell the children, go out and play, and we got some quiet time. Now what? You need to create a place for your own quiet with the family at home.
That's right. Then you create, so then it means, no, it's not only one person, it is the input of all together. You create it, they will also create it. And if we complain, then they will also complain. Satisfaction means searching the method of joy, what our situation is now. If why it is happening, how long it will, we know it's for our benefit, and it is time to create something then according to each one's capacity. And I am sure that they will become accustomed to this as well.
So they'll get used to you having your own yoga, having your own practice. The children won't complain about you sitting alone,
No, but then sitting alone, it's good to share the positive vibrations with the family as well.
If they're open to it,
Okay, let us sing together, let us create a music together. I mean, something, it has to be really invention, creativity has to be there. And then it is not boring. Of course, one thing is, it is not going to last forever. The time is passing and it will pass, as it is. So when we look it in a positive way, then energy is clean. But when we are complaining and losing hope in ourselves and worrying about what is happening, we are creating a hindrance for amongst each other, amongst our own selves.
So enjoy this time and see it as a positive, no? So there's another very interesting question. Brother Tushar from Sydney is saying, should we look for the effects of tapasya in our immediate surroundings to track our progress? Meaning, how do we know that we are making progress? Should my inner progress show on the atmosphere around me?
It will when it is really intense.
Yeah.
When the flower is blossoming,
Yes.
it creates the atmosphere automatically. When the sun rises, light becomes automatically, heat is generated automatically. When cool breeze is there, it does not have to show, it touches. It is our nature when it is reaching on the level, angelic level.
Yeah.
Then it will reach there automatically. And people, I don't have to go to show what I have. Let people see it. They feel it. Because fragrance itself does not go anywhere. It's the air carries the fragrance.
So I guess when you reach that stage, you will not even be looking for the effect.
No.
It will just happen.
Yeah. So
and you will be who you are.
It is not a question of impressing.
Yeah.
It's spirituality when it becomes reality.
Yeah.
When it becomes reality, it becomes purity. Means you are not expecting and you are not proving it.
Oh, that's nice.
And that purity becomes royalty. You stay wherever you are and continue to become generous people who come in your connection, either on the telephone or through email or through WhatsApp, whatever methods of communication or Skype. At the moment, it's still an opportunity to use these scientific methods, electronic methods, but might be that kind of time will come. Then these means will not be there, and only the mind, pure mind, clean mind, elevated mind will work from a distance, and that stage is like voiceless stage. Means I don't have any desire. I am not dependent on anyone. I don't have any expectations. I have satisfaction within myself. The quality which we expect from others has to be feel first within self.
Yeah.
And then that automatically communicate with others. And it's not a question of, truth never proves itself.
So you don't need to prove and see the
Not at
effect.
all.
It's a bit like the difference between to impress someone and to naturally have an impact, like today's
that's
Murli,
right,
no?
yeah.
So
This is what is when all these angels are shown.
Yeah.
They are shown with the natural qualities. These goddesses are shown. It's a balance.
Yeah.
When you look at the picture of Bhakti goddesses, you see in their eyes, it's like a lake of love is there. The eyes are moistury. And there's so much divinity and purity that drishti is giving injection of that pure energy.
Sure.
You are not speaking. Their smile is all shown, satisfaction, their face, but it's powerful as well.
Yeah.
So it is a strength and gentleness. So I'm gentle, not forcing, but I'm maintaining the strength and not being influenced by weakness of
internally,
others
yeah, sure.
or my own self as well.
So there's another couple of questions. One person says the basis of tapasya is vairag.
Yeah.
So how to have natural vairag in my day-to-day life. And someone else is asking, what is the foundation of tapasya? And then how does a soul know when you've reached that place, of complete tapasya?
So this is what I said. Vairagya means disinterest from the things that we were dependent and putting us in kind of a prison of desires, of greed, of need, of position, of authority, where they have brought us. And so it is disinterest from the superficial support that we thought. For in fact, we need very little. sadhana. So how it begins tapasya? Instead of becoming on the material objects, means of comfort, I have to become a real sadhu, sattvic consciousness, sadhana. Sadhana means meditation. Meditation means mind is positive. Mm-hmm. It's positivity. It begins with meditation. Tapasya begins with meditation. It is just like igniting the light with one piece of wood. Then when you are putting 2 pieces of wood, the first piece of fire of wood given the support to the other, and support next wood of piece actually igniting the fire, empowering the previous wood. So right?
One
gradually.
Helps the other. Yeah.
So energy. So same if 30 pieces of wood are put together, environment will change.
Yeah.
And that tapasya means from individual sadhana, collective meditation, constant attention, mm-hmm. keeping the energy on a high level. It becomes then tapasya. Purification. The purification of the mind, purification of the use of the object that I have been using, not with greed and not with any kind of that I need more and I don't give to others. So it has to be generosity and also benevolence, not expectations from others that I give and they should give me. No, it is just we are developing our own positive energy, or we are actually again creating harmony.
Yeah.
First harmony within my own self, then how it becomes tapasya. The desires are not there, because that was disease, so I have disinterested anymore, and I'm sensible what I need, but I don't get empowered by greed. Then I have what others do not have at all, then it means I share with others. I'm satisfied with that. Just like parents have a little, they help first the children.
Yeah.
In the same way, conscious becomes unlimited.
So that's where the harmony comes in.
Yeah, this is harmony comes
desireless stage creates my inner harmony.
Right.
And then if I'm not greedy and I don't have desires, then I can give, and then there's external harmony.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So Didi, we have a few more questions here. One is, how do we make this tapasya enjoyable? Because, I guess how much can you sit and how much can you just keep remembering Baba? Isn't it easier just to be sakshi, to be a detached observer, watch the world?
No, but by seeing the scene,
yes,
it's not a question of enjoyment. First is becoming detached from that and knowing the secret. We are learning something very special. Or it is not lockdown. It is in the name of lockdown. We are automatically opening many closed doors, many closed treasures locked inside, which we did not want to share because of our own fear.
So that's nice. So for the world it's a lockdown, but for us it's an opening up.
Even for people, it's opening up because there is a feeling of sharing something and also preparing something worse comes in. And enjoyment is in this way that you are able to let go of the things which were trapping you. When I have this freedom with responsibility, then it's joy. Happiness is when I do something with my heart. If I do with pressure, if I do with demand, if I do with expectations, I make myself limited.
So we're not having all this tapasya because Baba told us to have tapasya, and because we have to, because we're locked down, but because we understand that something is opening up, something new is coming out of it.
Purification of myself, purification of relationships, purification of matter. And so when anything is clean and clear, it's joy.
So moving ahead, some people are saying, there's 200,000 souls who have left their bodies in a very short time, In 2 months, 2 lakh souls have left their bodies. That's not counting how many have been through disease and friends being diseased. What do you do at this moment to give vibrations to those souls? How can you serve the world? You know, we say rest in peace, but nobody's in peace.
No. What we want to help 2 different areas. The soul who left the body does not need any kind of words. It's not their ears are not there to hear any kind of physical support. The soul needs the internal power of the soul, and that is good wishes, pure vibrations, and bringing my cell phone connected with Baba and receiving that power, vibrating this, this is not just only for me, it is for these souls. So in that way, willingly you are with your mind, send absent healing just like. It is the souls are souls. They are living, but they cannot communicate. But our vibrations can reach. Because now we know they must be going somewhere else.
Yeah.
They have left the body is cremated or buried, whatever the possibilities had been. But the soul is immortal.
Yeah.
So love is unlimited treasure. So people otherwise, they say their liberation will be for them when, according to Hindu faith or Christian faith, pure good water should be there, Hindu, that Ganges should be there. If I am sending this, creating this lake of love in my heart and bringing that soul, that pure love has very powerful energy, it gives life. Even their souls are not in the body. Vibrations reach.
So basically keep sending vibrations of love to all these souls.
Or I am the soul, the prakash, light, sun. Sun rays reach from such a high level to the lowest level. So I am the child of the sun of knowledge. Let me stay myself with Baba, and this rays of power should go to the souls, so then when they get the new costume, they are able to adjust in that self. There's no fear, because they died with fear.
Yeah.
So sending the waves of immortality, you have just changed the dress.
Yeah, so basically our service is to take away the negative feelings that the souls had of fear or of anger that they had to leave the body, or of confusion or whatever, and to bring that state of love or peace.
So means serving with the mind, serving with vibrations, serving with good wishes.
Yes.
And those who are their relatives, if we have connection with them and we have any kind of approach, then it is speaking to them. They need power.
Yeah.
Those who are left behind, they need power and sympathy and support.
Yeah.
And those who are gone, they need the subtle service through the mind.
So in another area, people are asking, how do we avoid negativity? You know, so many people are talking about so much stuff these days, the media, there's all sorts of things going on. And also related is how to make sure that my effort doesn't drift towards the limited and it stays unlimited.
The more it means when there is an input of negativity more, and we are talking again and again with one person, second person, and daytime we are hearing 20 times the same news, it means we are storing negativity. And if I have stored that negativity, I cannot finish the negativity. I have to put the positivity. For example, my clothes have become dirty and it is dust there, and it is more dust. I put it in the mud, and now it will not become dirty with putting, it will not become clean putting with more dust in it. I need extra water, If it is water is not there, I need good quality soap, good quality soap. If that is not there, I need extra cleansing material. So it means when people are speaking, instead of, okay, please give what is the solution, what you could do. We are criticizing what we could do if you was in their shoes. Those who are doing, they are doing their best. So it means for them also that we can understand it's a hurtful feeling, and that's why negativity is there.
Well,
but there are expectations. There are expectations on others, and that creates negativity. Appreciation of what has been done, because it's not any physical thing that you can destroy it. No. It's a very subtle, this corona is not an enemy that you can shoot or throw a bomb on it.
Yeah.
It is the very subtle energy of matter, or whatever it is, this in the form of the effect in which affect the body, which affect the matter. Then mind has to work on it. And so this is why, of course, you need to protect yourself. Physically, whatever methods are given, washing hands or a sanitizer or whatever needed, or mask, all these things important. Not to ignore that. It means I respect the demand of whatever this disease needs.
Yeah.
I am not careless.
There's another question which is, we're all Brahmins watching this, so someone is saying, I see in the family, we're all stuck in the center. I can see all sorts of politics and things going on in the center. We're all sevadaris and people are getting involved in negative situations. How can I be unshakable? How can Tapasya help me at such a time?
Tapasya means to become stable. It means I don't have Tapasya. The result of Tapasya is that inner energies become brighter and brighter.
Sure.
Powerful. So you are just like the sun rays are powerful. How can I become? I cannot say how can I become. I am this and I have to use it. 108 respect point Baba has given for self-respect. Only if I repeat with my mouth, it will not work. I have to explore, meditate on it, spending some 20 minutes, half an hour, just one thought. If my clothes are dirty and I say soap cleans it, soap will clean it, and I don't put it in the soap, it can stay there for 20 days or 1 month. It will not become clean.
So what you're saying is it's not to do with the other person. I have to clean
first myself.
Yeah. And even though I see negative things around me, I still see weaknesses. And nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you're living together now in a lockdown situation, so you can't run away. But it's still about me cleaning myself, is it?
Yeah, so means not allowing your thinking colored by their thinking. Because you are living together, they are speaking.
Yeah.
You cannot just close your ears.
No.
You are seeing that they are suffering. You cannot close your eyes.
Yeah.
But it is just like see them with the vision of mercy.
Yeah.
See them with the vision they need help. It is weakness inside.
Yeah.
It is the fear inside. It is insecurity inside. And this is the time to connect them with their own energy, with the power of the soul, of the self, and also connected with God. So not that how can I, it's an opportunity to serve them.
Sure.
But not in the form of giving course. But time to time, when they are speaking, just listen.
Yeah.
And then say, we have to face it now, definitely, but why should we make ourselves weak? So then you share that we need to keep our strength, because we cannot kill it just with the material things. We have to face it. And so how we should face it with the inner strength or with whatever methods are told. We have to be sensible person and real person, not flying with the dreams or thinking that meditation will help, or meditation has to be used now. Yeah. Tapasya will help. Of course, tapasya means disinterest, tapasya means detachment, tapasya means concentration, tapasya means constant flow of energy, tapasya means economy of not only money, economy of thoughts. Tapasya means absorbed and lost in love of one.
If I could do all of that, then there would be no problem, no? I would never see the weaknesses of others because nothing would be bothering me, affecting me.
Because I'm occupied with these powers.
That's right. So unfortunately, we have to end today's session. Questions are still coming. Maybe we need Sister Sudesh and the topic of Tapasya another time again. But I thought we might end today's session with 2 minutes meditation, taking special drishti from Sudesh Didi as our time has finished. Thank you all for being with us. I think there's almost 450 viewers online today from various parts of the world. So once again, thank you, and hand over to Sudesh Ben for drishti and meditation commentary. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om. I become aware of time and need of time. Om. I realize, I know, I have faith, I'm clear what God has taught us. The treasure that Baba has given to us, these spiritual gifts that God has given, methods and powers that have been given since long time. Now is the time to use them. Being loving and detached. As a Brahmin, as a yogi, I know it is the reaction of nature, or if it is created some kind of thing by human being, it is corruption of the mind or ego. Now, in order to be free from this very subtle influence of matter and impure mind, egocentric mind, I create an aura. In the darkness, repeating darkness, 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 darkness will not disappear. Just thinking of light, light will not happen. Being light, I am light. You are light. I am a pure energy. You are pure and peaceful soul. I turn within. The energy which was scattered at 1,000 places with unnecessary things, problems. I know that is there. But let me first connect with the positive power. Just like when the fire is there. The firefighter does not jump in the fire to finish the fire. First he has to wear the fireproof dress. So in order to be free from the fear and tension, I need to turn within and connect myself with of being immortal energy, a powerful, pure, living energy. Just the firefighter makes sure that he's connected with the water source to finish the fire with water. Fire will not finish the fire. Opposite energy, fire is finished by water. So I connect myself with the bestower of peace, the bestower of love, the power, positive, pure energy of the Supreme Soul. Let each of us become lake of love, compassion, good wishes. Ocean of love, unlimited. And the child of the Almighty, the Son of Knowledge, watching this scene in this drama is call of positivity and detachment. Selfless, server, detached, observer, generous and benevolent. So the vibrations are made positive. Self-protection and self-empowerment will give power to